I kissed his hand, soft and trembling, like I had 100 times before. Only this time it wasn't love I felt. It was the last thread of patience I'd let him hold. I walked out of the hospital room, my chest tight, every step measured. The hallway stretched endlessly, antiseptic smells biting at my senses. Then I passed them, two nurses huddled by the break room. "She still doesn't know, does she?" one whispered. "No, and if she finds out, we're finished." My feet froze, my heart dropped. The room he had been in was locked. My stomach churned. I could taste betrayal. I should have screamed. I should have stormed back. But instead, I walked on, calm on the outside, molten on the inside. I remember the first time I met him. He was everything. Warm laughter, protective hands, eyes that promised home. I thought I had found forever. We built a life brick by brick, weekends on the lake, quiet Sunday mornings, whispered dreams in the dark. I trusted him with the softest part of me. And yet, somewhere along the way, he slipped a knife into that trust. The signs were subtle at first. A missed call he forgot, sudden business trips that didn't exist, texts he hid with a flick of his thumb. I noticed the change but dismissed it. I wanted to believe. But the night I found the message on his phone, clear and undeniable, my world shattered with surgical precision. She was everywhere he had promised only me. My anger was a tight nut, but I never let it unravel. I didn't scream, I didn't cry. I collected evidence, cataloged every lie, traced every step he took. I watched him, learning the shape of his deceit like a predator studies its prey. I began to plan, not recklessly, but meticulously. Every move was calculated. I first secured the financials, hidden accounts, credit shifts, investments, all funneled safely into my name. I knew how to make him bleed where it would hurt most. Next, the social front. Friends, family, colleagues. Slowly, quietly, I laid out the truth in subtle, almost accidental ways. Whispered doubts here, a revealing question there. By the time he noticed, the foundation of his world had already begun to crumble. I didn't rush. Revenge isn't about heat, it's about timing. Then came the hospital. His arrogance had always been his downfall. He never imagined I'd be the last person in the world he expected to see strategy in action. I walked the halls, my expression neutral, as the whispers hit me like knives. The nurses' unwitting informants confirmed my worst fear and my best leverage at the same time. I let my mind catalog everything, the locked door, their nervous glances, the subtle admission, and I waited. The execution was precise. I didn't yell, I didn't cry, I let him talk. Every word he said, every excuse, every charm, I let it hang in the air like cobwebs in a dark room. Then I dropped the evidence, a dossier of dates, receipts, messages, photos, all delivered to the people whose judgment mattered most. He tried to deny it, he sputtered, he laughed nervously. By the time the room spun into chaos, the people he had trusted the most were already turning away, the web of lies unraveling around him. I watched him realize he had been outplayed. He couldn't buy loyalty, couldn't charm forgiveness. His empire of deceit collapsed, quietly but completely. And I stayed silent, calm, watching the man who once held my heart crumble under the weight of his own arrogance. That silence was my triumph. Now, standing outside the locked room, I take a breath. I let the memories of love and betrayal wash over me, sharp and cleansing. I feel no pity, no remorse, only the steady pulse of someone who has reclaimed control. I smile faintly. Justice isn't always loud. Sometimes it's surgical. Sometimes it's a whisper in the hallway. I walk on, head high, the betrayal behind me like a closed door. And somewhere deep in the quiet of the hospital, he realizes, too late, that the woman he thought powerless was never that at all. I am.